Bera, who is the former IG of NIA, is joining us as well. In fact, he was one of the officers who had questioned David Coleman Headley. So, Mr. Bera, the NIA has formally arrested Tahawwur Hussain Rana, who is the key conspirator of the 26/11 attacks. And he has, the NIA says that there was a joint effort of the NSG and NIA. Top officials had gone to Los Angeles in the US to get him to India. It was a coordinated effort of the External Affairs Ministry, Ministry of Home Affairs. What is clear is that this is a huge victory for Indian diplomacy and security agencies. Sustained, concerted effort for 17 long years, sir.
Yeah, see, this is what we say. This is the international cooperation and cooperation amongst the agencies. Look, I'll explain. There are so many actually contradictions which have been telecast or reported in media, that how important is this particular extradition. Whether some people say that Tahawwur Rana is a very small thing, so it's not very important. I'll put it in this way. See, he is a charge-sheeted accused in two cases. Number one which we charge-sheeted in 2011. For the larger conspiracy, the charge sheet is before the NIA Special Court in Delhi. In 2023, the Mumbai police have charge-sheeted him for the Mumbai terror attack. There are differences. The NIA charge sheet is relating to the larger conspiracy much beyond the Mumbai attack, because these people were also wrecking other places, including National Defense College and etc. You know about that. And there were probably bigger game plans. Some of them could be actually revealed during the investigation. Some are yet to be revealed. Therefore, this extradition assumes more importance because we had never got an access to Rana to be interrogated just like we did it in respect of Headley. So what is important is that to elicit maximum information, and I'm sure he knows certain things which we do not know. And probably that will be actually more revealing. And I will not be surprised to see that more names come out. And see, for example, we know the handlers of David Coleman Headley. But who were the handlers of Rana? Maybe they are same or they are different. So all these questions were there during our investigation, but we could not answer that because of lack of access to this person. Today, we are in a better position, and it is actually a victory of diplomacy or the concerted effort of all the agencies or the government and various departments. Okay, we brought him.
Sir,
so
may I just ask you, sir, because a lot of people at this moment are very interested, because NIA is the agency which is in fact handling this entire matter. These are visuals, like as you are speaking, first pictures of Tahawwur Rana in the custody of NIA at this moment being splashed all across the screens of Indian media. May I just, for the benefit of our viewers, understand from you what happens now? What will be the procedure that the agency would be going through? What are the steps that happens from here on after Tahawwur Rana has been brought back?
And I'll ask one, and I'll add to that thought that has been shared by Ankit, Mr. Bera. And what happens between Delhi and Mumbai?
Okay, I'll answer this question because a lot of actually regional channels also ask me this question. Look, what happened, according to the law, the person actually is shown arrested once he lands in India. It's a formal arrest is being done by the NIA, which has the jurisdiction and power to arrest. Then what happens, he is produced in the court and the NIA will ask for his custody. And after the custody is granted, which under the UAPA, they can get custody for 30 days, maybe in 2 or 3 installments, not continuously for 30 days. During this time, they will do an interrogation, find out various facts, additional facts, and they verify them. And all the things which come out from Rana will be treated as information which have to be converted to evidence by verification, cross-verification, etc. After that particular evidence is collected, a supplementary charge sheet has to be put by the NIA because already there is a charge sheet and additional materials collected will be formed as a additional supplementary charge sheet and put before the court in Delhi. After that particular thing, the trial will be starting in Delhi. That is one part. Similar exercise also will be done in Mumbai because the two cases are different and there are two jurisdictions. Therefore, unless the Supreme Court merges these two cases and makes a special court, there will be two trials. One will be in Delhi, another will be in Mumbai. And Mumbai police also will have what procedure I told in respect of NIA. Mumbai police is also mandated to do that. So this is what is going to happen.
But you've said something very important, and perhaps that gives us a clear timeline of what will be happening from now onwards. There'll be two trials happening in two different cities, one in Mumbai and another one in Delhi, because if these two cases are separate, then that's how it will be playing out. Mr. Bera, last question. It is David Coleman Headley's testimony which has nailed Tahawwur Hussain Rana. David Coleman Headley, of course, was an eyewitness. He turned an approver, and that's the reason why he was saved. The question is, what next in this case? Of course, we will get to know lots about the entire conspiracy, the role of Lashkar-e-Taiba, Hizbul Mujahideen, during the course of this investigation with Tahawwur Hussain Rana. But what about David Coleman Headley? Has he gotten away?
No. You see, actually, when these two persons were arrested by the FBI in 2009, in the month of October, so we had an access to Headley, thanks to the diplomacy, thanks to the good relations, thanks to the good work. And we actually could examine David Coleman Headley and get some information. But that did not happen in respect of Rana. So that is the one part of this. But in the process, what has happened is that David Coleman Headley actually invoked plea bargaining and with the concerned court in America. And on the basis of that plea bargaining, he will not be extradited to any country, including India or in Denmark or some other places wherever there is a case. So anything you have to do, it has to be done in American soil. So he cannot be extradited as on date, as per the law now, or whatever is. If there's something changes subsequently, I do not know. But he cannot be extradited. Whereas the Tahawwur Rana actually was sentenced for 14 years of imprisonment for Denmark case. And he was acquitted for Mumbai case. But that will be, again, Mumbai case. Then whether actually there was a question whether it will be a double jeopardy. So the US court has also been convinced that it will not be a double jeopardy.
Right.
And he can be tried here. So Tahawwur Rana's role is that, look, he will be telling something, I believe, I personally am very convinced, will be telling something which will be very relevant and maybe more information than we know. So it is important. So am I clear about this?
Absolutely, sir. Thank you so much. I mean, it's been a pleasure having you at this moment.